High level up community. I'm sharing what I've learned in the learning material titled Exercising ISOs when the strike price is equal to the fair market value. Now, let us assume that the client wants to exercise his ISOs. When advising a client on exercising incentive stock options where the strike price equals the fair market value, it is essential to walk them through the key stages of the ISO journey: the grant date, the buying stage, and the selling stage. The grant date marks the point at which the company issues the ISO to the client. Next is the buying stage, where the client exercises their ISOs. Finally, the selling stage occurs when the client decides to sell their shares in the market. In buying stage, no ordinary income taxes are due if the client exercises their ISOs. However, there's a possibility of incurring alternative minimum tax if the AMT calculated for the year exceeds the regular tax. It's crucial to determine whether AMT applies in the current tax year. If the client ends up paying AMT, the difference between the AMT and regular tax can be carried forward as an AMT credit, which may be reduced tax liabilities in future years. As tax professionals, we must carefully track the client's AMT credit and AMT basis to optimize their tax position in subsequent years. It is important to emphasize to the client that the time between the grant date and exercise date does not impact the calculation of taxes. Instead, what matters are the exercise price and the fair market value on the exercise date. For example, suppose the clients receive 100,000 ISOs at the grant date, followed by a vesting period during which they fulfill certain services or time requirements to earn the ISOs. After each vesting period, a portion of ISO is awarded to the client. Let's say the client decides to purchase 25,000 shares at $2 per share, with the fair market value also at $2 per share on the exercise date. In this scenario, the strike price equals the fair market value, so the K-tax consideration are the basis, which is $2 per share or $50,000 in total. Since there is no difference between the exercise price and the fair market value, no AMT calculations are required and no taxes are owed at the time of exercising the ISOs. Before the client proceeds with exercising their ISOs, it is essential to ask whether they have the available cash to purchase the shares and if they indeed want to acquire them. It's also important to explain that since there is no difference between the fair market value and the exercise price, there will be nothing to report for tax purposes at this stage. However, we're going to help the client to track the relevant basis amount and the date of purchase carefully. This information will be crucial in determining whether the shares will be classified as long-term or short-term capital gains when they are eventually sold, impacting future tax liabilities.